Revolutionary greetings, our brothers and sisters in the motherland, brothers and sisters from all over the world who support the African Revolution. Welcome back to yet another exciting video. So guys, what the, I don't know if I can say the hell has been happening in Burkina Faso.
No, that you can say what the heaven.
What? Yeah, one does never cease. You know, things have been happening with the previous governments, and we've been seeing a lot of corruption with the puppets, the West puppets, the French puppets. But this, I think this one just closes the deal.
Yeah.
So, Captain Ibrahim Traore recently cancelled a deal with a company from France, which is called...
Who is Captain Ibrahim Traore?
He's the leader, he's the man himself, eh?
The president of Burkina Faso.
As we recognize him. We don't know about Macron and his government. Yeah, so he cancelled a deal with Meridian AM. This is a French company that was given a deal to build, to finance the building of an airport, a very new airport that was meant to be built in Ouagadougou. Ouagadougou, which is the capital of Burkina Faso. So, there's a deal that they had signed with the previous president, the former president, that this company will finance the building of the airport. So after the building of the airport, the French company will own the airport for 30 years.
30 years, guys. 30 years.
I want to read a tweet from a Twitter handle which calls itself Nile Alerts. Yeah, you can go check it out on Twitter. So this is what the person says. Burkina Faso authorities have cancelled a concession deal with French company Meridian AM to design, build, finance and operate and maintain a new international airport in capital Ouagadougou over several reasons, including the taxation regime and duration of the concession, 30 years to be exaggerated.
Wow.
The regime of former ousted leader Roch March Christian Kabore reached in October 2021 the concession deal worth 220 million euros with the French firm for the future Ouagadougou Airport, which will replace the current Ouagadougou Tamse Airport built in the 1960s. You have been in Burkina Faso, specifically the airport that they currently have. What does it look like, and what do you have to say about this?
It looks like a slum. In shambles and old choppers and all that.
Wow.
But if these guys, no way, they were not to build this airport. Because someone was saying that there was an accident and 7 people died. So even the standards of constructions and the safety standards were very poor. And these guys were supposed to fund the airport, but I think they only did like 30%.
Less than, actually.
Less than. And another thing is, the worst was France was supposed to own this airport for 30 years.
Imagine that.
Guys, that reminds me of when Magufuli, the former president of Tanzania, we loved him. When he was alive, he cancelled a contract by China, in which it stated that they will own the contract for like 99 years. There was the port, some port in Tanzania, for 99 years. Like he said, this president who signed this was crazy. He said that.
In fact, there's another Twitter handle that gives details about what has been happening in Burkina Faso and this whole story of the airport. One, the leader hid all the details, so the people didn't even know. So what Captain Ibrahim did was to unveil the truth about this whole nonsense that has been going on.
So there's an investigation that's been going on, and all what they learn from the research or the investigation, they bring it online for the people to see.
To know and to be,
transparency.
To be up to date. That is what we want.
Yeah, so he's transparent. And I hear that it's him now who is going to push this project forward.
Make it make sense to me how a contract, the airport was worth 220 million euros, and then in paper, it says the French company Meridian AM is the one funding, yet they are even putting less than 30% into the whole thing. And after that, they take 30 years
to owning the
to
so
own.
they
So one, they didn't even provide the finances. Two, they lied that they you know,
they funded.
they
So
funded
it's
it,
like,
and then they steal. That is stealing.
I think it's like bloating the cost of the project. Probably it's even
Less
it's
than
30%. It's probably the cost of the project is 30%, but they bloated to be 220 million euros.
Yes.
Then they build it, and then they pay themselves for 30s, because imagine different airlines pay for time slot in the airport.
Yeah, exactly.
So all that money goes to whatever DM
Now the
Meridian,
French
the French company. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And we thank God, we thank Ibrahim Traore for realizing what was happening.
So much rot in that
Yeah,
country.
and Burkina Faso is going far.
And one thing that I like is that already they've arrested the minister of transport has already been put in jail for this
For the corruption, yeah.
whatever. So, and then the minister of finance was also investigated, and you see that they are not just taking over and continuing, they are crucifying you for whatever you did
Yeah,
to destroy
because
the
it's your
country. We have to
mistakes.
move forward on a clean slate, you know, and that's the kind of Africa that we're building.
That is the kind of Africa you want. So, Ibrahim Traore, wherever you are, if you can hear English, if you want to listen to any other language like French, we are learning. But we hope that you are going to spearhead this project, because if there's something in every Africa country needs, it's an airport, a good
Especially
airport.
Burkina Faso. I remember when you
Yeah.
came back and told me, wow,
Yeah.
I was very
So airport, because airport, if we have the AFCFTA, that is the African Continental Free Trade Area, one of the most important thing that we need after now free movement of people is something that will enable people to move, that is airports.
Exactly.
We have Ethiopian airline, we have Kenya airline, we have Ugandan airline, TZ airlines, but if we don't have a good airport,
What's the use?
yeah, it doesn't make sense. So I pray that Burkina Faso is going far.
I think it is already.
Yeah.
So
And
much
together
has
with
been
Mali and Niger and the new alliance of the Sahel states, a new dawn is coming.
I would just like to congratulate you, Captain, because we have seen a lot of presidents who get into office and they usually count 100 days in office. When you look at whatever they have done in those 100 days, zero. And this guy has just been there probably less than a month.
From last year, I think November or September.
Yeah, so it's less than
1
even,
year.
it's probably even a year or
Yeah,
less, you know.
yeah.
But whatever he has done is
can
so
see.
magnificent that people would take 5 years terms without doing anything for their countries.
And I have seen him meeting young entrepreneurs of Burkina Faso. You know, he's resonating with the young people of young Burkinabe. And this is the future.
Yeah, man. And he's a young guy, fit, ready to take on, you know?
Yeah.
We salute you, Captain. Thank you so much for doing so much good for your country. We hope that other countries can copy from you, our leaders, the puppets.
Can emulate
It's
from
time to wake up.
Captain Ibrahim Traore. Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. Are you celebrating Burkina Faso and the Burkinabe? We are. Don't forget to subscribe. Press that subscribe button. Just and it's free. You are paying nothing. But for us, it's everything.
Means a lot.
So
See you in the next one.
we see you in the next one.
Bye.